What is up, guys? This is Dad's Commentary. I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks on your controller gameplay or just your setting gameplay in general to help improve your game or make it a little more user-friendly for you so you understand. I'm going to try to explain this in as much detail as possible as I can. If you guys like these kind of videos, please drop a like and a sub. Also, if you're ever looking for a way to give back, share the video, like the video, tell a friend to subscribe, guys. That really helps out. Also, if you ever want to enter my supporter creator code, Dad's-Commentary in the item shop, I would greatly appreciate it, guys. That would mean a lot to me. All right, so let's get into it. One of the first things we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go into our settings. You're going to want to turn motion blur off. All right, so turn motion blur off. Now, when we're in our settings here, you remember the old settings where you could move your wireless controller, and the only thing I can do here is mouse, but I don't use mouse and keyboard. I use controller. So another thing I'm going to show you, though, is how to change this right here. So if you go into our sensitivity, I have a 6 and a 2. I don't like that, but it's where it's set. So these are like really advanced controls that I'm not super aware of how to even use. What about you guys? I like the old style. If you don't like this, and you go to the old style and it's not there, and you're like, what do? I will show you what to do. So this is what you're going to do right here. You're going to go down to Use Legacy Look Controls. Okay? So you're going to go like this, and you're going to turn it on, and you're going to hit Apply. Now, when you go back here, now all these are available for you to use again. You don't have to use that advanced one. You can use your targeting, your target sensitivity, and you can go down here. Make sure that you have your aim assist on, toggle sprint on, sprint by default on. Here's another one you want to turn on. Make sure you have aim assist on. Here's another one you want to turn on. Let's see where it's at. Confirm edit on release. So what confirm edit on release is when you're editing a wall or anything, you know how you have to turn your edit button on and then you start picking the wall. Once you release it, it will put that door, that window, or whatever you do. You don't have to reconfirm it, so it eliminates a step. Now, say you're in here, right, and you're like, let's see, let me move my controls a little bit. So I go to my wireless and I move it down here, and I like a slow gameplay, but I want my targeting sensitivity to be up. So this sets the modifier for reduced controller sensitivity when targeting, and this is like down the sights. So when you're aiming down the sights type stuff, this is mouse, this is down the sights, this is down a scope. So this is iron, or this is just aiming. This is aiming right here with nose. This is with a scope. All right? Basically, you always want this one to be slower than this one. Whoop. This one right here. Otherwise, you're just hip firing. So if you don't have this one slower, say they're both the exact same, you might as well not even aim because you're going to go the same speed. But say you decide, hey, I like these settings. I saved them. That's what I want. These are my settings. Now I go in it. Now you go to this advanced settings, and you're like, I kind of want to play with this a little bit. I want to see if I can add some things and where my settings would rate. So if you notice, I'm at a 0.8. I'm at a 6. I'm at a 2. I'm going to go back down here where I turned this on, and I'm going to use legacy controls. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to apply it. Now these are still set here, but I can bring my legacy controls over right here. I can copy them over. Now it just changed this to match what my legacy controls are. So my legacy controls now, what I put here, are now in this. So this is what these would equal, and then you start tweaking them a little bit. So this is what you would be. But me personally, I prefer the legacy controls, so this is what I use. So that's brightness here. Get out of that. I prefer the legacy controls, so that's where we're going to head back over there, guys. And let's see, we will turn use legacy controls on. So that defaults us out. It puts us back on this where we can use this. So that's just a tip and trick how to help you guys out with legacy controls, controller play, just some different things you can do, guys, just to help out. You also have your sound effects and stuff that they've added, just different things, and you know, they've changed their settings just a little bit, but you can get back out of this setting and go back into this setting here. And again, guys, that's what I recommend. And my settings I run on, just so you guys are aware, I prefer a slower setting. So I don't like a 4. I like about a 3. And I usually want my Y is up and down, X is back and forth. So I usually want my X to be just a little bit quicker, and then I go to my targeting, and I slow them down just a little bit more. Not too much, but since I'm not going fast, I can kind of hip fire at the same time. But that's how I do mine right there, and then I'll apply it, and that's how we do our gameplay. Again, guys, if you did find this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like and a sub. I would appreciate it very much. Dad's Commentary, out.